challenge about Gaia Flow Yoga teacher training for me was kind of the same as the benefit, because coming in and opening up and to be genuine and vulnerable was difficult, but it was necessary for me, and where I am right now, it was necessary for me to open up more. So it was difficult, and it reflected in my life because it sort of made me feel more things than I kind of wanted to feel, but at the same time I knew they were necessary. And in turn, I think that is going to make me a better instructor because I'm more open. I've sort of cleared out those things, but all change is difficult in that way. And yeah, it's hard. It's challenging. It's difficult yoga, and it kicks your butt too. But I kind of love that stuff. So for someone else that might be the bad part, for me, I'm like, give me more. So.
Writing a book report. Okay, that's the challenging part. Number 1. Number 2 is teaching a class. It's very hard for me to put everything in cues. It's very hard for me to verbalize everything, even though I take classes like 3 to 5 times a week. It's hard for me to verbalize everything. It's hard for me to put the cues in simple terms for people to understand. So I really had to work on that.
This challenge for me was facing my fears of physical injury, of being emotionally open, of failing. And the thing is, did all 3 of those things, and it was nowhere near as awful as I thought it was going to be. My grandmother used to say the myth is much larger than the monster. And to actually go through this, and when you do kind of break down and succumb to your emotions, it's a safe place to do so. So it's absolutely phenomenal. And even though that was a challenge, I'm so glad I did it.
I think the most challenging part for me was getting to know everyone. So at the same time I enjoyed it, but it's also getting out of your comfort zone, doing the things that really help you make a stronger person, that kind of push you to do what's the most hard for you. And I think that's what Gaia Flow really has to offer to the table. They really care about you, and they really want to make you a better person and a better practitioner.
It definitely was putting on the microphone and talking in front of others for the first time, because we were learning for so many weeks how to say these things, and then all of a sudden we have to really articulate and speak clearly and say so many words for one pose just to get in one certain stance, and it seems so complicated, and it was really hard until you got up and did it, just got out of your comfort zone, and it wasn't as hard as I thought.
I would say that sharing with people that at the very beginning of the training, I didn't know them very well, and so the having to really kind of open up to people that you don't know and share your deepest thoughts with was challenging, but I see the value